Well, I was asked by somebody to do a little story on my current situation. So here's how the story goes. I was in a psychiatric hospital um, the summer of 2017, which was last year. And this guy came to me about a possible, you know, group home setting. And he said that he would not, that they would not, and the name of the place is BFNC, Buffalo Federation Neighborhood Community or something like that. And he said that they would not take no rent money from me um, until I got my disability. And so, this was last August, July 2017. And, so I got into the group home. Everything was going fine. August, September, October, November, December. And then in this past July, a different person came up to me and said that I owe back rent. And I'm like, how do I owe back rent? I was like, before I came in here, I was told that they would not collect any rent money until I get my disability. Um, then after that, they would become my payee. So August 4th of this year, I just told them that I'm leaving out because they wanted to take part of my assistance from Erie County in Buffalo, not Erie, PA, Erie County in Buffalo, New York. BFNC wanted to take part of my assistance, which is only $212 a month, which I need for hygiene products, deodorant, soap, laundry, um, and you have to pardon me. Um, I guess you can say what triggered my homelessness. Uh, the very beginning of it was 2013. Excuse me. I had this job as a parking attendant for nearly 8 years. When I started, one company owned it. One company owned the building, the parking lot, and it was called United Properties. And they sold it to somebody else in 2008. And the people who they sold it to told us that we don't have to worry about our jobs, that our jobs were safe. And then as the years progressed, they got in new tenants. They got in a new restaurant in the building. And the owner of the restaurant, he liked valet. So they went to valet instead of parking attendants, and I was out of a job after close to 10 years working there. And I had a free apartment there. So I traveled down to Pittsburgh from Cleveland, and I worked a couple security jobs down there. Um, the one job I got let go because I reported a supervisor, and they called that insubordination. Then the other job I had, I went back to I went to another job, but the place where I was living had bed bugs. So I left. I went back to Cleveland, had a couple other jobs, and I had got me a sleeping room. I was ousted out of there and was homeless from 2016, 2017. And I was going to go to Toronto last year, but I decided to go to Buffalo instead. And this is how I currently became homeless. The trigger of it was December 31st, 2013, when I was told that they were letting the parking attendants go and they were bringing in valets. That was a trigger of it, because not only did I lose the job, I lost a free apartment that came with it. I mean, I had furniture in that apartment. I had a TV in that apartment, floor model TV. I had another TV in the kitchen. I had clothes that I left behind because I couldn't carry it. All I took was one of those small shopping carts, that you use to the store, and that's all I could fit. That's all I could carry. I had to leave the rest behind. So that's how I currently became homeless. I'd like to thank you. I'd like to thank you for watching. And I would like to thank you for watching, and keep in touch. Thank you.